We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Fucking thing
sucks.
How you guys doing? Hello. Talking shit coming at you. Yeah, that's right. The weekly show where we talk shit about what's going on in the automotive and performance industry. Today is just going to be literally beating a dead horse. Ford is now paying people, literally paying people to say, yeah, change your order, bitch, because the shit you ordered 2 years ago, vete pa la mierda, get the fuck out of here, or I'm gonna fuck you out right
Get
now,
the fuck out of
motherfucker,
here.
because I don't care that you ordered it. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. We do whatever the fuck we want. And they're offering a credit, a sizable credit, but they're offering a credit to people that ordered a certain package Bronco, and then they're like, go fuck yourselves. Here's some money or eat a dick and cancel your order. They don't care about you. As always, we want to thank the sponsors and say thank you very much for keeping the that's the wrong one. For keeping the disco ball going round and round. That's right. We're gonna say hi and thank you to the sponsors. The title sponsor for the show today is DNA High Performance. DNA High Performance. Your leading parts house for Mustang, Camaro, and all the other shit. Today, we are giving away 100 off of 1,000. That's right, like grudge racing. You spend 1,000, you get 100 off. DNAHighPerformance.com. PMAS paid their bill, and Nick James is also doing a giveaway. 50 off of 150. You spend up over 150, you get 50 off. So if you buy a MAF, you buy a cold air, you get $50 off. So we're gonna do that at the last half hour of the show. Auto Solution, Rami Saidan, Auto Solution. He told me that the headers supposedly for the ZR1 shipped. So we'll see what happens. PartsFarm.com. I need pedals. And scammers are all over the place trying to copy their page. It's pretty crazy. They copied the shit that they got on their website. And they're like, oh yeah, this is ours, not theirs. Hilarious. Doma got cookies, another giveaway. Cookies and coffee today. Again, last half hour of the show, we do the giveaways. And Caliber Transmission, CaliberTransmission.com with the best transmission, blah, 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 blah. So we're going to say hi to the people here. I got to move these logos around so it's actually manageable. We're going to do say hi to the people here, and then we're going to talk about the article talking about Ford butt fucking you and saying you're gonna like that, and if you don't like it, too bad.
Take that, Elon Musk.
Your Bronco that you ordered? Oh yeah, that Bronco that you ordered? Yeah, go fuck yourself, buddy. Here's a $2,500 credit. Eat a dick. Eat a dick and...
Take that, Elon Musk.
Exactly. All right, let's get after it. Let's say hi to the people. We'll talk, and then we'll talk some shit with you guys. As always, this is members only mode. If you want to chat on this chat today, members only mode. And if you do follow us on Spotify and all your favorite podcasting platforms, this will be uploaded tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, it'll be uploaded so you can listen to it at your leisure. And then I'll do 10 episodes probably the following day so it doesn't mess up this stream. Anthony says, this bit tripping, USA in this hoe. Douche did it. Cluster BM, Izzy R, back Tacoma, Harley Taquache mode, Coyote Kelly, 94 GT Vert, Paul Pontiu, 94 again, Gallo Bravo, Paul Pontiu, Pito, Chiquito, Fresh Pasteles, Santos, S550, Coyote, Chase, Josh Roy, Boxy Luxury, Jason, JD Swag, one of the mods, more pubes, more boost, says, what's up, customers? Jason, Great Escape, Jason again, TJ Sikorsky, Ken McAllister, Agent Orange, D&G Brandon, wanted 2 Cam Loeb title tunes. I said, fuck that, you get 1. He got it on the 85. Robo Style, Ignacio, Jason again, Kylon, TNS 197, David, Rich 50, Clip Clop the Horse, 64 Falcon, 1 Slow 50, Melissa, the other mod, and the pretty lady with the cookies. Buy the cookies, smell her lotion. Puerto Tan Rico, Angel Puerto Rico, Puerto Tan Rico again. Quentin Bailey, 64 Falcon again. Omar X, potential 40-hour week. EPA's in the house. I've been cock-free for a month. Now let's go, says 302 Coyotes. Ruby 50. Second Shift Racing here for the Peasantry. Are you Fraser player? I don't know what the fuck he's saying. Those car guys, Carlos LTX, Nat Jew, Z06 Daddy, Tito Rasso, PPA again, Harley Taquache Mode, Grant Wilburn. Okay, again, the green RCSB, Lava Roush, good for you. Yusef and your average C6Z. Nick Rogers already with some money. I like money. I like money. Let's read the article together. Let's read the article together. Okay. By Laura Zielinski. This is from, what the hell website is this shit? TheBroncoNation.com. Ford has finished updating dealers with a plan for unscheduled orders for 2023. Customers will be alerted of this important update next. A new plan. If you've been following the forums, you know that Ford again is asking customers to consider changing their order. Oh, God. If you are a Ford loyalist still, you have Down syndrome. To have the best chance of being scheduled in 2023, this time the order holders who do so will be given a $2,500 credit towards the purchase or lease of their vehicle. This incentive will be layered on top of private offers. So, for customers to be eligible for the 23 My Bronco Order Modification Private Offer Program credit, Ford is asking that current Wild Track customers switch to a Big Bend. Oh yeah, you're going to switch to a Big Bend of this bitch up. The Outer Banks or Badlands. Again, Wild Track customers are going to have to switch to a Big Bend, Outer Banks, or Badlands. God damn it, you guys are gay with those stupid names. All without a molded in-color MIC hardtop. Excludes two-door orders. Sasquatch package or Lux package. What the fuck did I just say? That sentence makes no... So anyway, if you ordered a super gay, molded in-color Wild Track, you're fucked, and you're going to have to switch to a Big Bend, Outer Banks, or a Badlands. Because Ford can't fill the order. Ford opened their order banks and said, hey, order this. And they're like, yeah, no, we don't have it. Fuck you. And we're not going to fulfill the order. So you have to replace it. If you remove these, the MIC hardtop excluding two-door orders, Sasquatch package, and Lux package, if your order has them, Heritage Limited, Everglades, and Raptor hoarders cannot remove these items and are not eligible to claim this offer. Customers with a 4-door on the order cannot switch to a 2-door and maintain the hardtop but receive the credit by removing Sasquatch and Lux. What the fuck am I even saying? The goal is to see orders built this year and protected pricing, not move you out of the constraint into another. If you no longer want your order, cancel it. That's what I suggest you do. If you ordered a Bronco, that is now a 2-year-old order. And you see these motherfuckers in Bronco Sports, they go to the dealership and just pick it up with big tires and crawl around the mall all day long. If you cancel your order, your $100 deposit will be refunded. You'll be given a $2,500 credit towards the purchase or lease of an in-stock 22-23 My Ford, including Bronco, or order of a 23 My Ford vehicle at the Ford dealership. Exclusion apply. This offers good at any Ford dealer. Basically, what Ford is telling you is this. Yet, if you order a truck, car, anything, fuck you. And they're going to spit in your face and go, yeah, you like that? You like that? Can you feel that? You like that? You like how I spit in your face and not fulfill your order and offer you $2,500 credit to switch to a Badlands dildo, sideways dildo? What is it called? Outer Banks? Big bent dick? I'm blown away that you guys are still waving the Ford flag. Maybe it sounds like I'm beating a dead horse, and that's not a pun with the Bronco and the Mustang stuff, but Ford is flailing badly. If Chevy, because look, we all made fun of Chevy, we all made fun of Dodge with Hellcats and Trackhawks and all the other stuff. Where is Hellcats and Trackhawks? We make fun of that. But Ford is getting sued and losing, stealing software, losing stock, QC issues. Now, to top it all off, cherry on top, fuck your 2-year-old order. Fuck the order that you wanted the top in a certain body color. You got to move it to a different package. And people don't think this is a big deal. Guys, this is kind of a big deal. So the truck you ordered is not going to be made. So it was on their order banks. It was an option. You said, here you go. Yes, they're too busy taking orders on drift sticks. So imagine you buy or let's say you're psycho. Just let's say you're a psycho and you order a dark horse. I'd like a dark horse. I wanted that weird titanium blue. Actually, I want it Target wine red. I want Target Wine Red Dark Horse. I want the premium package wheels. I want the drift stick. I want the variable exhaust. I want performance package. And I want the Mach 1000. And I want not just one tablet, 2 Samsung tablets on the dash that say 220 on the dash so we can slide on 95. God damn it, so many inside jokes there. And Ford's like, sick. It was an option in the order bank, so we're going to fulfill the order. Give us $100 deposit. Badass. 2 years pass. Yeah, we're not going to be able to give you the Dark Horse in Target Red or the performance package. So you have to buy it in bird shit yellow or cancel your order altogether. You're like, wait, what? What? Excuse me? Like, what does that mean? Well, what that means is whatever you ordered is not going to get fulfilled. Fuck you, buddy. And you're like, okay, I still love Ford. Ford's awesome. They weren't bankrupt. Ford's still cool because, Shelby. Like the people that still wave the Ford flag after a complete dismal year of just stupidity and silliness. And again, I don't care about Bronco. I don't give two shits about Bronco. If you buy a Bronco, you're already a homo. I don't care. But if you are a homo that ordered a Bronco with a certain top and a certain package, it's not going to get fulfilled. So imagine you waited 2 years to get that sucker and get an email that says, oh, what you ordered is not going to be made. So I'm wondering what's next. Because you guys saw an article that Chevy is now investing in gas motors. So you wonder what they did with that money that was given to them incentivizing EV stuff. And all of a sudden they're like, nah, we're going to go back to the gas shit. They're going to go back to the gas. Like a lot of people think that the EV move is like company wide. Not at all. The EV move is 100% like light trucks, light vehicles. But when it comes to the heavy duty stuff and up, it's all gas stuff. But back on the Ford stuff, at what point are you going to switch platforms and actually get the truck that you want? Like I am in the market for a V8 SUV and there is only one manufacturer that has that motherfucker covered and it's Chevy. Now I am not a Chevy loyalist or a Chevy fan, but what I want, Chevy is making. What I want, Chevy is making, right? If you want a sedan that has a V8, Ford don't got it. If you want a big SUV that has a V8, Ford don't got it. If you want if you want a Bronco with a certain hardtop, Ford don't got it. So again, I'm not here to become a Chevy guy all of a sudden, but if you're not a loyalist and it doesn't make you look at Dodges or Chevys, if you want to stick to the American stuff, because if you start looking at Toyota, you start looking at these other manufacturers that are actually making what you want, Ford is forcing you to look at other brands. Ford is forcing you to look at other platforms, and you might be better off for it. We'll talk about it, talk some shit. Again, we're giving away $100 off of DNAHighperformance.com, $1,000 and up. $50 off PMAS, $150 and up. Cookies and coffee all in the last half hour. So if you want to become a member and have a chance to win one of four prizes today, look, it probably costs less than $5 a month or about $5 to $7 for the smallest tier. And that's the best way to support this show. I guess EPA was talking about his Corvette nonstop. I can get 3 ripples before I buy my Bronco. Old Fords for the win. What about your Bronco Raptor? Aren't Broncos around $60,000? Yes. And imagine you allocated, weighted, you wanted a certain trim. I want that trim specifically. And Ford's like, no, but here's $2,500 credit off some piece of shit Bronco Sport that's already on the lot. They need to fire the higher ups at Ford. I'm Team Chevy now. YOLO from Springfield sends his regard. Hey, gents, don't forget to buy stolen Raptor R's. Correct. That's the dealerships. Interesting stuff. So I guess you guys went off on Corvette shit, but you can have it yellow with green calipers, no drift stick, but you can get the rev key. So if you order a Mustang, how upset would you be if you want to get the first S650 and you let's say you like what it looks like. Let's say you're one of those absolute psychos and look at the S650 and go, I like what that looks like. I can't wait to put an emissions legal Whipple kit on it. Wow, okay. And you say, I want it a certain way. And Ford, 2 years later, says, nah, fam, we're going to send you whatever we got, and you're going to get $2,500 off of that. Wouldn't you just say, cancel my order, I'll buy an old ZL1. Cancel my order, I'll buy a Hellcat or a Trackhawk. Cancel my order, I'll buy anything else because I've waited 2 years just to be disappointed. Happened to my father, 2 years and still no Bronco. Trying to decide if I should mail the order. Oh, well, Jesus Christ. Ben Chode level in the house. Gotcha. Welcome. Bitcho level. Big L50 became Bitcho level member. GM has an Escalade V and we have the base Bronco. Whoa. Wanted 2 burble tunes so I can be louder than the Civic in the street, down the street, cuz says a D&G Brandon. I'm about to trade in my F-150 for a new gay man cruiser, GMC. If you want a mid-engine sports car, Ford ain't got one affordable. Now, I'm a fan of this guy, Electric Viking. He's like a electric car reviewer and loves Tesla and loves talking shit on anyone else. And he actually said that the E-Ray was a loser. And that's when he lost me. Now, I like his content. It's very good. He's Australian. He goes, well, E-Ray came out, and that's a total loser. And I'm like, what? Why is it a loser? It's got a tiny battery. And I'm like, okay. The battery isn't for efficiency. It's just to run the front wheels to get a better 0 to 60. It doesn't give 2 fucks about being EV and planet friendly. It's performance based. Yeah, well, they should have done a better job and gotten a bigger battery. Shut the fuck up. Are you psycho? You wanted a bigger battery. You want to make that thing as light as possible. And if it has a little extra front grip, cool. That's all. See, I think people like that miss the boat on the performance hybrid market. The performance hybrid market is not intended to be efficient. It's intended to have better performance. So if you're creeping around the lot, stay on the battery. And then once you floor it, that bitch better light up and give me a 250 to 60. But he was making fun of it. So Ford, what can Chevy give you and GMC? Because look, I am off Team Ford. I have been severely disappointed ever since 2021 and up. I have just been disappointed with what they're putting out there. 3.5 EcoBoost SUVs, they're fine. I want a V8. I'm one of those psychos that wants a big V8 SUV. I don't care about gas mileage. I want a big SUV that has a V8, and Ford doesn't have one. That's why I didn't buy a Navigator. That's why I didn't buy a Explorer, Expedition, anything like that. I wanted a big V8, but I didn't want to buy GMC stuff because I'm a Ford guy. So they don't have it. Then Escalade are badass, big money, but that is the top tier luxury brand. I want the big gas guzzling V8. I don't want the 3.5 EcoBoost in there. Don't care how much torque it has. Don't care. I'm not a fan. I want simplicity. They can give you an all-wheel drive mid-engine sports car and a rear-wheel drive mid-engine sports car and a Z06 variant. Ford gives you a 4,200-pound GT500. Like, eventually you're going to have to start going, I want a little bit of everything. I know the Camaro went away, and I get that, and that's fine. And I'm actually happy the Camaro went away because it was battling it was battling everybody. Even though that car handled really well, and the 10R80 version in the Camaro was better than Ford's version, and that's the other thing, guys. I don't trust Ford's version of the 10-speed. There are rumors that they ditched the 10-speed in the new up-and-coming GT and are shoving 8 speeds in it. I can't verify that because I don't have one in front of me. They're supposedly, rumors are the EcoBoosts will have the 10-speed and the Mustang GT and Dark Horse, or I don't know if Dark Horse, but the V8 will have an 8-speed, supposedly. I am not 100% on that. That means they failed at 10R80. And if you own a 10R80 Mustang between 2018 and 2023 that makes above 700 rear-wheel horsepower, you know exactly why that sucks. When I sold my truck to Joe Goodenough, Vaya con Dios, I despised that 10-speed. I'd be cruising on the highway, bone stock trim. That sucker would downshift to first on its own. I'm like, I'm done with this. Why didn't Chevy have those issues with the 10R80 variant? They now sell, since 2018 or even since 2017, V8 10-speed transmissions in Yukons, Tahoes, Escalades, and they've been phenomenal. I've never heard an issue with the Chevy variant of the 10R80. Camaro has been discontinued twice. Mustang should have been discontinued like 3 times, but okay, keep pretending the Mustang 2 is valid. Mustang and the Mach 3 isn't. If you want anything cool, Ford ain't it. What's up, Alex? PMAS giveaway for the win, right? I would love cookies. Never had them. Wait till the last half hour. That's when I'll get to it. What I'll do is I'll talk to you for the first half hour. Then we're going to, last half hour, try to give away 4 things. Sounds like they're looking for ways to trim some fat, cutting costs, and trying to keep some of the money they're bleeding out, says Douche Did It. Can $100 be used for express shipping on my Whipple? So what, from 82 weeks to like 40? If you want a V8 car that runs over crowds, Ford has it. My friend bought a Badlands, 68 grand. My lord. My last 6 trucks were Fords, but I built a Ram Rebel and I love it. Good evening to everyone that owns a 2-valve, says Tanner Malak. Do you think theft shows up on the Carfax? Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Like I am blown away by the missteps this company has done and how they've controlled the narrative. That's impressive. Ford, your PR team is phenomenal, but not so phenomenal because they haven't paid me any hush money. You want me to shut up, Ford? Just pay a fucking brother in perpetuity. But no, I'm going to point out every stupid fucking thing they've done because they deserve it. Maybe you think I have an axe to grind. I really don't. If Chevy had this many missteps, I'd be on their ass about it too. EPA 2 more years is my guess. Farley's proudness is keeping him there. I've been looking for some 13 Boss 302s, race red, but I would get rid of my Boss single turbo 400 Coyote. What do you think, sir? Okay. I've been looking at some 13 Boss 302s. But I would have to get rid of my 2012 single turbo 400. Okay, you're basically you're telling me the tale of 2 different vehicles. A track oriented, track handling Boss 302 versus a straight line car with a turbo 400. You got to figure out what you want to do with this car. If you're going to be a roll racing homo, keep the turbo 400, or drag racing homo, keep the turbo 400 equipped 12. If you want a premium version of an S197 that turns, does everything right, and has a badass motor, yeah, get a Boss 302. Farley is woke like Ford, so he's there to stay. I hope I'm wrong. Honestly, if you're a loyalist, you should want him gone. Ever since he's been at the helm, there's been, from what I can tell, a ton of missteps. Maybe these were going on before his time, but that's just how it works being the CEO. When you're the head of the snake, whatever happens or happened during your tenure, you're to blame. So during his tenure, stealing software, got sued. Remember the autonomous drive? Remember the self-drive company startup that they invested $800 million into? That's gone. So they had to post that as a loss. So self-drive, $800 million. Sasso. I don't have Sasso here, do I? Do I have Sasso? I do have Sasso.
Ooh, what's that smell? Sasso.
So $800 million. $800 million. Self-drive.
Sasso, man.
Then we have them stealing software and losing another. They lost millions of dollars in that lawsuit.
What's that smell?
Huh?
Sasso, man.
Then we're going to have the rollout of the S650. To me, it is not an S650. It is a rebadged, reshaped S550 with 2 tablets for a dash.
What's that smell? Sasso, man. That's Sasso.
There's the Lightning. The rollout of the Lightning.
What's that smell? Sasso, man. That's Sasso.
Meaning the lack of payload capacity, the battery life, everything. It's basically an existing F-150 they shoved the battery pack into, made it IRS and said, this is a brand new truck. And it really is not. It actually performs so badly, it's not even funny. But people, for whatever reason, are saying it's the truck of the century. It's the best thing since sliced bread. Come on, guys. Get your head out of your asses if you're still rah-rahing for Ford. Stop it. The 8-speed is an SRT is legit. Hell, my favorite automatic. I'm here a little late, Poppy. Just late working. What SVT? You got it. Chevy didn't have that issue because Chevy rules. Psych. Maybe they tuned it differently. I think it has to do with the E-clutch. James Williams. Every Camaro, if you look at the 10R80 on the E clutch, on the E drum, there's extra clutches in there. And that's what like Suncoast is trying to basically do on modern Mustangs. And that's what people that build Billy Badass 10R80s are doing to their 10R80s. They're stuffing extra clutches in the E drum. But the problem is, for whatever reason, Chevy got it right. You know, Chevy and GM, because they supposedly joined forces with Ford to co-develop this transmission, and Chevy got the better version. When have you heard any 10R80 problem with a Chevy product? Nope. With Ford products, every day. Jake tells me about it. Jake's coworker tells me about it. I owned a 10R80. All my customers, 18 and up, it's a 10R80. Man, this thing sucks. I go, yeah, I know. My dad's 19 F-150 has 150,000 miles, and that 10-speed is riding. It's like riding a mechanical bull. I mean, that's a lot of miles, though. Lund F-150 10-speed tunes force every gear. How about ass? Look, it'll enable skip shift if you wanted to, but not every F-150 enables. A Lund tune F-150 enables skip shift. I had a flex tune in my truck before I sold it, and it went 135 skip shift was enabled. So it didn't enable every gear. You can enable every gear if you want to, but I recommend you don't do that. Jordan Late, what are the giveaways? Donathan's go, just rewind. Imagine you have to finance your Bronco and you have to wait to watch interest rates spike. Oh, wait, is that how it is? So if you ordered your Bronco back, yeah, that's true, because interest rates were you don't have to start paying for the truck until you take delivery of it. So let's say you ordered your Bronco at record low interest rates in 2020, 2021, when the order banks opened up, and you wanted the bent dick edition. And you got then Ford says, you can't get the bent dick. You can only get the circumcised and uncircumcised and the herp dick edition because it has a different color top. And you're like, okay, sick. And then your interest rates went from 2% to 4.5%. And you went, what the hell did I just do? Because Ford took their sweet ass time fulfilling orders. Now you're going to have to pay thousands more in interest because of their fuck up, not your fuck up. Unbelievable. 10R80 is a dud. The 10R80 would downshift first on its own. Absolutely. I was towing my GT500. Actually, my Fairmont to Lund Racing. Chilling. And I'm looking at the display. If you have a 10R80 truck, you can have the display show what gear you're in. So I'm in 10th gear on the highway going like 80. And then I hear, I'm like, what the hell is that? Then I look down in the display and it went 10-1. And then it went back to 10. No, it went 10-1, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it went by its fucking self on cruise control. He's not lying about the 10-speed. I couldn't stand it in my Gen 3 Mustang. Try a 10R80 with a converter. The trans is absolutely confused. Correct. You are 100% correct. If you have inherent slip at the converter, you're going to have an RPM. You're going to have an RPM and a OSS discrepancy. And the car's like, nah, son, it's going to be a problem. So someone hit me up on Instagram, so I want to make sure I get him. He says, hey, I'm too poor for the peasant chat. What? Then, it's $5. How can you be too poor for the peasant chat? He says, just letting you know, the 10-speed came first to the ZL1 back in 2017. I believe that makes GM the father of it. But they co-developed it with Ford. So, well, think about it. It also came in a 2018 Mustang, which came out in 2017. Late 2017 is when the 18 model year came out. So same shit. You see that Mantic triple disc for sale for $2K? Something's wrong with that. Look, Jonathan Lucas, I think he works at Fat House. He hit me up. He goes, Alex, try an RPS clutch. Those quad carbon clutches they put in GT350s at Fat House. And I said, you know what? That makes sense because their cars are 4,000 plus full weight cars, twin turbo, and the RPS clutch seems to hold up. So I'm going to give him a call. He told me to give him a call direct. I'm not looking to get a deal, but if they want to give a brother a deal, I'm down. We all know Alex pays Alex off. They'll end up with a logo in the corner, and Alex will talk about how great the Godzilla is. Look, Ford is missing an opportunity with me. There is no other car channel like this that talks to you live 3 times a week. And you might not think it's influential. It's pretty goddamn influential. And now that I'm on Spotify, people can listen to me, and then they get curious. They go back in the show. Anyway, Ford would be very smart to say, let's get this guy off our radar. Let's get him off of the playing field. And let's start paying him some hush money to shut him the fuck up, because the only negative press Ford is getting is from me. Because I'm being real. I'm reporting what is out there. But what happens is Ford does a smart thing with their ball washers. They give them access. Hey, you want to drive this? You want to drive this car first? You want to show up on stage and say how you came up with your stupid fucking name? Yeah, okay. Just say positive things about us and we'll feed you crumbs once in a while. Cool. And then this show's like, no, you guys are fucking up a lot. And this is why, and it is a justified criticism. And if they were smart, they'd pay a brother. But they don't, because they're not smart. You know what? They're busy out there calling out Elon Musk.
Take that, Elon Musk.
YOLO for CEO 2023. I assume I need a trans if I boost my Gen 3. Rich 50, if you boost your Gen 3 up to about 800 horse, it's going to be okay. Anything past that, it's going to go, nah, I'm good. Like when you do the 2-3 shift, it's going to go like this. And then when you do the 6 shift, it's going to go 10 or 80 problems. Farley started late 2020. Excuse my ignorance, Alex, but due to work, I can't move for a while. Can I run non-FFE tune? Yeah. I love it. I love the self-snitching stuff. Can I run a non-FFE tune every couple years and switch headers? Thanks. Ruby 50. You can run any tune with any exhaust with Ford's calibration. Meaning, any exhaust configuration with Ford OEM calibration. If you have an OEM Ford Mustang or something like that, 5 liter, you can rip the cat off the bitch, put them on. You're going to have 420, 430 codes, but you'll gain in performance and the car will run absolutely fine because Ford allows it. If you take the DPF off of a truck, it will not drive. If you take the cats off of a Mustang, it will drive. So that's as best as I can answer that question without self-snitching my way into Bolivian. Maybe towing a vehicle. Why do you think Ford didn't bring back the wagon like GM and Dodge? No idea. I don't know. Is Ford going to charge another $65K before markups for the Dark Horse just to buy a baby Tremec? Right. I know folks with the 10-speed Camaros and haven't reported issues that I know of, says James Williams. The Black GT500. What's up, brother? This is the Just Effin' Send It podcast. I just got your stuff. It's bad when you listen to the show in the earbud while reading to my 7-year-old, and then I do this. And you don't know what the fuck happened. If you're listening on Spotify and I do this, your ears explode and you think something fell at the shop and you're like, what the hell just happened? Ford cut the clutches out of the E-drum to save weight like they picked up 3160 and 350 M1. Weight savings they learned from the 8-speed. That's why I'm keeping my Gen 3 right now. Got that 0% interest. I hate 10R80s because everyone gets one, complains about how it drives in every situation except Watt. They expect you to fix how it drives normally in the tune. Exactly, Quentin Bailey. Every single person that has a 10R80 car loves Watt. But then they go, hey, you know, orale, I woke up because I got to go to the, I'm in the valley and I had to go to the oil rig and I woke up in the morning and I was like, all right, I'm late because I had 17 Modelos last night after watching the Dallas Cowboys get beat again by the Niners. So then I'm driving to work and I didn't let it warm up. And it goes, can you fix it? Alex, breakfast next week? What? Bring the kids. Your thoughts on Texas State Troopers putting Hellcats and vets in their fleet after highway racers? Carlito Brigante sends heavy duty regards. So that's funny. I would love every single car that gets repossessed in a drug raid to be flaunted by the police. I'd keep the wheels on it. I'd keep the four Giados on it. I'd keep the rear VMSs and the front stalkers on it and just put wigwags on the bitch and run it out all day. By the way, if you owe on your vehicle right now and you are upside down on your vehicle, go to Houston. It's going to flood in about a day or two. So go to Houston, park it somewhere downtown, Buffalo Bayou. Go to Buffalo Bayou and park your car there. You are welcome. 508 Josh says, I'm so glad I listened to Alex and bought a Gen 2. Basic NA setup tuned by Lund 3 years ago, 60,000 miles. Not a shingle issue. Ford only sponsors you if you don't shower every day or your hair looks greasy, right? Take that, Alex Flores. Ford's going to give you another Fairlane. Careful, Alex. That's how your knees are going to go missing. They'll team up with Team AED. Imagine you fuck over a customer, then beat him up. You wouldn't know that Ford paid Alex off, but hush money would be a 6-second car overnight. Bet me on that. Alex, the video on your story of the Mustang shooting flames is two of the guys I used to hang out with at meets. I never go to meets now and have a C6Z. That video just explains car culture today. He wanted me to tag him. He was on my request and he goes, yo, tag me next time. Love ya. Thanks for shouting me out because we're basically docking. Like if you guys saw my story on Instagram where two guys are flaming pipes up against each other, he's like, yo, you should have tagged me. And I'm like, I'm good, whatever. That's why I don't fuck with S550s anymore. Now, Jake talked me off the ledge today. Jake brought some stuff here that was at Power by the Hour that was delivered to me. A wideband and wideband clamps and the Just Effin' Send It podcast stickers. And he's like, yo, you got to keep the S550. I go, why? He goes, because you can just drive that motherfucker from here to California and back, and you don't care if it gets nicked up or anything like that. You're not going to drive the Corvette everywhere. I go, nah, you're right. Because I was thinking of just going nines in it and then sell it. Which I still might, but we'll see. Because if I can make some money off of that bitch, it'd be gone. Finally able to catch a live chat. Trade school and work full time is hard. I like, but why are you doing that, Joe Mendoza? Just work 40 hours and live your life. Happy wife, happy life. You're gonna get divorced if you do more than 40 hours of work. I think GM is in 10L80. I can't believe Stangmode sold himself out by going on stage to debut the Dark Horse. I understand he might have gotten paid, but what was up there straight face saying it was a great car? Let me ask you a question, Stangmode. Where'd you get the name Stangmode? Well, first of all, I like to say that this Dark Horse is unbelievable and doesn't resemble the wine at all. Second of all, I'd like to say that the way I came up with my name, allegedly, is this. You get in the Mustang and you're like, it's got rain mode, it's got normal mode, it's got sport mode, it's got snow mode, it's got drag mode. But why doesn't it have a Stang mode? And I went, oh man, that's my name. Stangmode. My bad, wasn't trying to self-snitch. Thank you, though. I mean, my 10-speed runs fine, but my car is stock. Damn, guess I should buy a Duramax with the 10-speed. Triggered Cowboy fans coming in hot. Cowboys took a big L last weekend, and I am a legacy 49er fan. I was Joe Montana days, but I don't rah-rah that shit because I don't care. It's fucking football. Who gives a shit? The RPS BC2, BC3 King Daddy, aside from the advanced and black magic adjustable stuff, I am putting one in my Firebird soon. Yeah, RPS I hear is badass shit, so I'm going to hit them up. Because it's the same price as the Mantic. Ryan Hammer became a Bitch 11 member. Thank you, sir. Blake Bethune. My 10R80, my old Z01 was great, but confused everywhere else. Just to substitute R on the Ford trans number L, and it's a GM trans. Gotcha. So 10L80 Camaro and GM stuff, 10R80 Mustang. No lie, I beat up a customer that he thought 4 new tires. No lie, I beat up a customer, then he bought 4 new tires from me. Insurance fraud for the win. Do cops keep dad in the trunk, piping each other up? Those two guys that were flaming together kissed like that too. I was wondering what docking meant. Yeah, that's gay. Do like me. I called out today so I wouldn't miss this video. I already had 38 hours for this week anyway. Bro, if 40 hours is plenty, 38 is... Your wife is much happier if you work 38 hours as opposed to anything else. Oh, look at you, Daniel Curry. Shit. Can I show this? Hey, Daniel Curry, can I show this? I'm telling you, Daniel Curry, the guy who I bought the ZR1 from, he's such a G. He understands it. He understands because we live in the Ford bubble, right? We all live in the Ford bubble. We're like, Ford's the best thing ever. And I was in that bubble. Then I actually started driving their products. I broke the fork easily on a brand new car. The first 18 Mustang I had, the motor ate itself and the trans blew up. Wait, the motor ate itself. The fuel pump let go. Then the fork blew up. So that's 3 things that happened to my 2018 performance package Mustang. And I said, bro, this thing sucks. So I got a 19. All good. Motor lets go with 10 PSI. Ringland issue. Now I said, okay, let me get another motor in it. Out of my pocket, I didn't do the warranty thing. Out of my pocket, $8,000. Boop, put it in there. And now I'm like, shit, I got to give it all the octane on the planet. And I am driving on $10 a gallon gas. Sunoco 260 GT. And if I put pump gas in it, I don't dare go more than 50% throttle. He truly believes it's a great car. He knows nothing. So look at, this is what Daniel Curry bought. I mean, Daniel Curry's like, I'm done after Ford. He's like, bro, I am done fucking with Ford. After this latest buy, it's not even close. You're going to start seeing guys that graduate. And Daniel Curry, congratulations on Can I play graduation music? I mean, let me get some graduation music. There you go. This is non-copyrighted graduation music. Congratulations if you finally got your head out of your ass, got rid of your Ford, and graduated to any other platform. Did you buy a Corvette? Congratulations. Did you buy a Lincoln? No, fuck Lincoln, that's Ford. Did you buy a Cadillac? Congratulations. Get yourself into a Porsche? Good job. You have graduated today. Congratulations. You should be applauded for that. Good job. Good job. Fucking clown show. Ford is so sorry, dude. Hopefully you're going to pick up a notch Saturday. You're a bad influence. I am a bad influence. Joe Mendoza says, because the wise man once said, you only work 40 hours, what are you going to do the rest of your life? It was clear to me you finally finished 3 weeks and going to be working 70 plus hours a week. That's a man. That's a man right there. Got that PP Mustang. I'm ready for a 2020 Super Bowl rematch. Ford, built, proud, Alex. Yeah, Porsche will do. Let's give Daniel an applause. Exactly, bro. Those flat sixes sound so damn good. GT3, sheesh, the Porsche. Look, if you get to the point, because I bought the, shout out to Daniel Curry, who sold me such an awesome car. He literally sold me the best performance car I've personally ever owned. Don't get me wrong, I've owned notchbacks that were cool, the Fairmont's fast, but in terms of like, look, it was like a dream car for me. And he gave me a smoking deal, cleaned it super clean when I picked it up. The guy was just awesome, and we got the deal done. I didn't haggle him. He didn't give me any bullshit. Bada bing, bada boom, and he got himself into a Porsche. Good for him. Badass shit. Meanwhile, Valley 10-Speed has flunked the 8th grade twice and is back. What? What the fuck's going on there? Now that's a ride. Congrats to you, sir. Ford is so bad right now, I might just consider walking. Look, you can either get an electric scooter or a Mustang. I'm going to get an electric scooter because the forks might break in the Mustang. Look, you guys might think I'm saying this stuff in jest, and I told you guys, I was trying to defend Ford for a very long time. If you've listened to the show for over 2 or 3 years, you've heard me kind of like slowly be like, yeah, Ford, you know, don't get me wrong. Coyotes make great power. I think the Coyote motor is phenomenal. But the way Ford is going about packaging stuff lately is just not my favorite. But the Coyote motor is always going to be king in my opinion. Boost, fuel, I'm always going to shout that out. But if you're going to buy a 10R80 Mustang, unless it's an NA max effort car, you're going to have to put clutches in it. If you want a big V8 SUV, it doesn't exist. If you want a big V8 sedan, it doesn't exist. Like, the biggest sedan Ford offers is a 6-cylinder Lincoln. I mean, stop it. Looks like Valley 10-Speed that have a Mustang to race and a new Supra to daily. I will see that combo a lot. Well, you'll be docking with that Porsche, Mr. Curry. Went from multiple MT82s, one grenaded itself, and went to a 10R that honestly is not any better. I'd 100% go back to MT82. Would trade my Mustang for the Wrangler. Sold my Pax in 2013 for a 2012 Camaro SS. Thanks, Alex. Look, I'm not saying to buy a Camaro. Stop it. Gen 1 Mustangs are great. Gen 2 Mustangs are great. Early Gen 3 Mustangs are great. I would say 2019 and 2020 Mustang are the ones to get. Forget 21 and up and forget 2018. You want 2019 and up? Why? Manual has rev match. It's the latest calibration. And the 1920, we have full access to. 21 and up, we don't have as much access as we would like with the available software that's out there because it's different. And 2023 is a completely different situation. Imagine that. 18, it's its own strategy. 1920, you can cross flash 1920. You can't cross flash into a 21, 22, 23. 21, 22, it's its own strategy. 23, it's its own strategy. I'm like, what the fuck? 11 to 14, you could cross flash that motherfucker and it'll run, but the cruise control might not work on one way or another. So 11, 12 had a strategy, 13, 14 had a strategy. Now it's 18 on its own, 19, 20 on its own, 21, 22 on its own, 23 on its own. Fuck me, bro. It's so stupid. And it's going to get worse. Because once they start locking these bitches up, every year, I guarantee there's going to be its own specific strategy. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Got rid of my 1810 already for a manual C7 Stingray. Best decision I ever made. Ringland issue, and is that too tight of a ring gap issue? Yes. Because, again, these motors are factory motors. So a lot of people think that it's an automatic, that a Gen 2 and up Coyote should make 1,000 horsepower with boost and fuel. I agree. But if you want that to be sustainable, you might have to re-gap the rings, because who the fuck knows what they're gapped to. A Bugatti scooter over new Fords. Not anymore. How many 5.2 GT350 motors failed? A shitload. Guys, the amount of GT350 motors that failed because of oil consumption issues or the rod exiting stage left. The cranks are fine. Like Fat House Fab has proven to everybody that the cranks are fine, which I thought would be the weak link. But the rods seem to be the weak link. So 2016 to 18, it's not the most desirable GT350. 19 and 20 supposedly, allegedly, have the Predator block, and it's a more stout engine than the previous variants. Old is new again. I'll just have to Coyote swap a Galaxy or F100. Right. Power by the hour. Look, Ford Racing is now getting rid of a Gen 1 harness, engine harness. Ford Racing or Ford Performance, whatever the hell they're called right now, are going to discontinue the Gen 1 engine harness. So now you're going to have to be stuck with going to the parts farm, Mars, or all those other places to get an engine harness. And the problem is going to be this. You're going to have to pare down a factory harness and put a control pack. Actually, you might have to get a Pat's off computer instead of a Ford Racing deal. That's going to be interesting, because I recently just had a customer do this. A beautiful swap. Beautiful, gorgeous swap, right? And he's like, I got body control module codes. I have HVAC codes. I have ABS codes. I have cruise control codes. I'm like, bro, it's a swap car. You're going to have those codes if you used a pared down harness from a running vehicle. If you have a control pack, that is already deleted in the harness and in the Ford Racing control pack computer. So if you don't want any code, you get yourself a Ford Racing control pack computer or a power by the hour control pack system. If you want to pare down the harness because you're Billy Badass Mr. Electrician, have at it. You're going to have body control module codes that I don't have access to, ABS codes that I don't have access to, HVAC codes that I don't have access to. Trades the Mustang in for a 19 Hellcat Challenger 8-speed auto. Missed the manual, but on the tire, that car surprised a lot of people on the street, and I ran 10 mid-10 stock. On a tire, Hellcats, get it. Without a tire, you're going to get beat by NA cars. Didn't your MT82 shift fork shatter at 8,000 miles on the white car? Yes, I mentioned that. Only Ford I'd buy is a 1920 GT350. Exactly. Again, new Ford is out of my fucking, I'm not even looking at it. But if I can get myself into a 19 or 20 GT350, come on, stop it. Stop it. Just went single turbo on my Gen 2. Anyone have experience with lethal performance drag pack that they have? They look good. I don't know what you're talking about. This kind of off topic, but is multi-tune available for Gen 1? No. Grant, it's impossible. I've been looking for, just being curious, they're $37,000 plus. What is he talking about? All my friends blew up 10R80s with just bolt-ons. Here I am with a stock MT82 packs and 3A pulley, not one issue, 20,000 miles later. Interesting. EPA says, Ruby, I'd hit up DNA High Performance and see what they can do, put together for you. Yeah, look, if you're going to buy parts, you buy them from DNA High Performance. We don't support any other parts house on this channel except DNA High Performance. Grant, I'm mainly into the 1920 for rev match. Exactly. Wait. GT350s don't have rev match. And that's the other thing. Oh my God. So imagine That's the other thing that really blew my mind about Ford. The most badass variant NA Mustang has a Gen 2 nose. And it has no rev matching. You know, the road race car with the big wheels and the big fucking brakes and the diff cooler and and all the road race stuff. It does not have downshift rev match. GT350s do not have down rev match on their manual cars. So if you have a GT 1920 GT manual performance pack, it looks better. Maybe not the body kit, but the nose, and it has better driving characteristics because of the downshift rev match in a road race situation than the top tier NA car. Why couldn't Ford give the GT350 a new nose 5.2 downshift rev match? Because it was probably too hard. It's probably a complete computer fucking rerun. They didn't have DI. They weren't going to run the TC298 in it. They used a tri-core in it. And they're like, nah, fuck that. No, they're not going to get rev match. Imagine buying a 19 GT and having rev match and buying a 19 GT350 and not having rev match. But the GT350 should have it. I agree. Didn't have performance all the way. I got my Ford fuel system and ID1050X injectors for hundreds less than anyone else. Sold my 19 GT and just bought a 22 RS5 performance. Can I get the Lund sauce? Can you pull the calibration from a control pack with HP tuners? Yes. And then write entire non-control pack ECU? No. Whatever you pull from that computer, you have to put it back in that computer. You know what I mean? The green RCSB. Like, theoretically, can you bench flash a... Actually, I don't even know. Because let's say it's a Ford Racing control pack tune on a Gen 1. You should be able to cross flash it, but I don't know how HP Tuners cross flashes. HP Tuners works off of the draw. So if you're home tuning, self-tuning, what you have access to is what you draw. When you yank the tune out, that's what you have access to. That's what you have to license and spend credits on. But you can't get a completely different tune, as far as I know, unless you do copy all and it's actually populates and then keep it with the proper strategy that you drew off of the car. That's one question that you're going to have to talk to HP Tuners about because they work off of the draw. Yesterday's rev match is not GT350 rev match. Crazy how Ford neutered the gearing in the D4 just to make the 10R80 look better than it really was. Imagine, rough racer player, if the MT82 D4 had the same gear ratio as the 11:17 MT82. The 11:17 MT82 had a really tight, nice gear ratio. And the D4 was spaced out more like a T56, where fourth is 1-to-1 as opposed to the previous generation MT82 that fifth was 1-to-1. I loved the gearing in the 11:17 MT82. So if you had an 11:17 gear ratio in a D4 variant, it'd be a lot closer than it was to the 10R80 than the D4 version was. But you got to make the 10R80 look good. But Alex, you're supposed to heel toe. Yeah, and then guys with their Porsches are like paddle shifting at the track. Or track warranty, the start of the half-assery. I'll sell you the Avalanche Gray GT350, Alex. Unless it's a 1920, I'm not interested. Look, I would trade. Boy, would I trade my 19 GT in on a GT350 and make that my daily? Well, I don't know if I could daily a GT350. That's a nice car. Like, that's a really nice car. I don't know if I could daily a GT350. A ruby red, black, or blue 350R is perfect. Agreed. You think buying new Ford is bad? Imagine buying a 17 Escape for $30,000 with your tax return and hoping your ex-girlfriend is going to bail you out of that situation. Off topic. Does Ultimate Header sell Coyote swap headers and Cat X-Spec for a Gen 2 motor? Yes. Again, it's not the motor. It's not the motor specific. It's the chassis. So Fox body Coyote swap headers are a thing. Hit up Ultimate Headers. You think that's why the typical Shelby guy doesn't have a GT350? Absolutely. Alex, how much weaker is the 3160 than the MT82s? What's the limit? It's not a limit. So even Ben Stoner from Fat House Fab, who I interviewed on this, I want to get back to the interviews. I think that's going to be great. But like I don't have enough shit going on already. But I do want to start interviewing people again. Just, via internet. We don't have to be in person. That's a lot of work. the internals aren't as robust. You're spinning the engine at 8,200 RPM. I have literally seen the clutch fly off the bitch and take a chunk of the bell housing off on a GT350. I have seen spider cracks on the mounting bolts of GT350s because of the vibration that caused due to the flat plane crank. So I honestly would not hold out hope that the 3160 is going to last me a while. Like if I bought a 350 daily, I don't think I can get 50,000 miles out of it before I have issues. Are paddle shifters gay? Depends on what car they're in. They're gay in a 10R80 car. Absolutely. They're not gay in a Ferrari. They're not gay in a McLaren. They're not gay in a Porsche at all. Got to sell that 10R80 to Target, moms. All this automatic talk is making my stomach hurt. I like the Gen 2 nose better, but I agree. The new 350 should have had the updated nose. Exactly. ESS 350, G3X on the 350 will go hard. Oh, yeah, it'll go hard, right. Why the fuck am I going to supercharge a GT350? Are you psycho? I want to daily it, so I'm going to cut its life in half? No, thanks. I'm not getting a refund this year. If you're getting a refund, you didn't work hard enough. Alex, has a blacked out 18350R at Columbus? No, I don't want it to 18350. I don't want a 350R. An R to daily? Guys, I sold the truck. The white car is now my daily. The ZR1 I can probably daily, but I won't. But if I'm going to have a nice Mustang, I'd get a 350 like tech package with all the bells and whistles. I'm not going to get an R. It's the clutch. Tip on how to save the money on your GT500 in the future? Just Navigator. Swap it. Hey, Alex, anyone put a 2.3 on a 350? No. Just the Odin stuff. Guys, please get tax advice from a pro. Tax avoidance and tax evasion is two different things. Thank me later. 2020 350 available, not Avalanche Gray though. Are you working at a dealership? And Chappa, hit me up because look, I love my GT, but I would take the ESS off, trade it in. I'm probably not gonna get. I'm probably not getting a bunch for the trade in, but I want a decent amount for the trade in, and I can get into a GT250. That would be fun. I would love that. We'll see. The 350 is like that hot girl you just admire from a distance but never buy one. Agree. Don't daily the ZR1, please. No, I'm not planning to put more than 2,500 miles a year on the ZR1. What's the refund look like exactly? 50-year grinds when I downshift our higher PM, send it to Ben Calmer, Gen 1 MTD2. Yep, more than likely your synchros are shit. 5.2 is not daily friendly engine. I agree. Hard R for max offense. Oh my God. Mendoza's Coyote says yes. Okay, let's start giving away cookies. We are now giving away cookies and coffee. That's the first giveaway we're going to do today. We're going to give away cookies and coffee. So we're going to chit chat it up on the chat, whatever makes me laugh. And you have not won yet. We have given away a lot of prizes on here. So we're going to give away the cookies first. Cookies first. So we're going to chat it up and we're going to see who we give the cookies away to. Then we'll do the DNA High Performance $100 off. Then we'll finish it up with the PMAS $50 off. 2005 Mustang GT with a 2.3 TVS. Love driving my 350. Glad I have good weather all year. I like coffee. I need cookies in my belly, says Torques and Beans Sauce. So what would be the negative of driving a GT350 daily? Brakes. The brakes are expensive, but not too expensive. I'm probably not going to put more than 5 to 7,500 miles a year on it. So that means I can drive it for 4 years or so before I probably need any heavy duty maintenance. I would probably take my ESS off of my 19 GT, trade my car in, and shove the ESS in the GT250, and I have a fuel system. Oh my God, I have a fuel system. Holy shit, could you imagine that? A GT350 with a fuel system and an ESS for a daily? Oof. But then, that's stupid, right? Like, that's stupid. I literally need a big V8 SUV and a house. But goddamn it, that 19 GT kind of reached its pinnacle, right? Like, I'm not going to go any quicker in it. My mom wants some coffee, bitcho, says Mr. King. Can I win coffee if I want cookies? No, let's keep it to whoever didn't win anything. I recently found out that the fastest late model Mopar in the stick shift game is a new edge. It runs mid-8s. I ain't never wins no cookie before. I want cookies and haven't won. I like how those are the comments. Can I win for following advice and finishing trade school? Thank you, sir. Hey, would love those cookies for my birthday today, 33. SVT Josh, you get the cookies. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, right? And if I find out it's not your birthday, fuck you. Fuck your ass with broken glass. But because you said it's your birthday today, SVT Josh 10th, you get the cookies. Hit up domagotcookies_LLC, domagotcookies.com. So you get the cookies. SVT Josh gets the cookies there. Now let's give away the coffee. But Alex, happy wife, happy life. You know, Texans say that. Texans say that shit all the time. 01 GT500 to 350 would be sick. You have to rag it out to keep it from breaking. Engine vibration would worry me. I wrote my membership to this channel off on my taxes. I want cookie crumbles in my dark horse seats when I rev it from the from the dinner table. Would you trade Hush Money for a 1920 350R? Are you psycho? Of course. Hush Money's a piece of shit. Hush Money is an absolute piece of shit. It's a Fox body that's super ragged out. I would absolutely do that. Would love to see Joe Steele again. That interview was badass. He don't care to speak the truth. Joe Steele is one of those guys that he can speak freely. Now, if Joe Steele has an update on his new car that he's building and he wants to promote and talk about the races that he's been involved with setting up, I'd have you on, brother. Do you think the 350 would bring more popularity than the GT? Probably not. I'm in my homie Scat right now. Can you play Hellcats and Trackhawks? You got it, brother.
Hellcats and Trackhawks. They got Timmy on the turn up in the blast off. Then when they got out for that body, took his mask.
I don't know what the fuck he's saying there. If it's not your birthday, my guy from AD Carbs will be making a visit to your house. Not wife, happy life. Exactly. Happy wife, happy life means they got Big Bertha at home. If you give me the coffee, send AED to my address. Joe Mendoza. I like it. Joe, wait, he goes, Kellen Stocks might have beaten you. I need coffee in addicted to the pot. What the fuck is he talking about? Joel has his own profile now. Oh, he finally upgraded to his own profile? Good job, Joel Steele. You got away from the joint Facebook account. Let's do this, Joe Mendoza. You get the coffee. Joe Mendoza, you get the coffee. domagotcookies.com, domagotcookies_LLC, EPA Melissa. Joe Mendoza gets the coffee. Now let's move on to DNA High Performance, $100 off, 1,000 and above orders. So if you've been waiting to order anything at DNA High Performance, anything anywhere, if you order it from DNAHighPerformance.com and it is over $1,000, you get $100 off. So if you're going to buy wheels, a fuel system, injectors, that's probably the good one. If you're going to buy injectors or anything that's going to be about $1,000 or over, you get $100 off. So that's the next giveaway. We'll do it nice and quick, and then we'll get to talking shit the last 10 minutes or so of the show. So DNAHighPerformance.com, $100 off 1,000 is the next up to be given away. The sticker brought you by the first 40 hours of the week. What's the best coffee flavor? That's pretty good, but it's too late. Can I send my Roush PMAS and pay $300 for an upgrade? Can I send my Roush to PMAS and pay $300 for an upgrade? I don't think so. Shelby Charge became a bitch level member. Look, that's the best way to support the channel. Memberships. How many likes do I have on this thing? 264, you sons of bitches. You sons of bitches. You guys. 429 viewers, 264 likes. Get them likes up. What the fuck is wrong with people? How dare you? Get them likes up. Come on, let's go. I like to have at least over 50% engagement rate. Finally, a giveaway I won and didn't have to spend $250. $100 off only rears. Saying you're in the homie Scat Pack has dual meaning. Exactly. He's up his ass.
They got Timmy on the turn up in the blast off. He wouldn't got out for that body, took his
Anthony
mask
asks if I'm going to do anything with the rebuild carb. Yeah, I'm going to put floats in it, and I'm going to do a comparison test with the current carb and the rebuild carb. So I have to dial both in. I have a massive oil leak right now. I talked to Jake. I go, how do I fix an oil leak on the intake? He goes, you put about 2 pounds of silicone in there. I'm like, God damn it. So I guess I got to do that. You're stacking discounts, $100 off half a drag pack. I want airbags for my truck. They're only $400. Is there any specific package you're looking for the GT350? Stop it. Ruby Red. But again, you got to be able to take my car on trade. I owe a little bit on it. More than a little bit. But what is a 19 GT with 43,000 miles going for on trade? Performance package, and it has its regular wear and tear. And will you take in a car with headers and FFE? I don't think so. We'll see. And Chapa, hit me up. We'll talk. If you get a 350, long tubes, double X pipe is the way to go. Triple X pipe. I'm going to get an O pipe. I'm going to get an O pipe. How dare you? Hit the like button, Bronco owners. Literally giving the house away, and you sons of bitches can't click the like button. We're up to 327. I like it. There we go. Start clicking, people. If you don't like the vid, you can get the baby to latch. Where is the baby latching? Where is baby latching? Ah, baby milk.
The baby has been able to latch, but I've not been able to produce any milk. That's okay.
Message us 40 hours. He said his homie has bad credit. Right. When he says my homie's in the scat pack, he's basically said his homie's getting a refund. If you are looking forward to getting your W-2s, you're poor. That's right. If you're looking forward to getting your W-2, you are poor. When my W-2 shows up and my AdSense stuff and my Venmo and my all the other stuff shows up, that is basically a $25,000+ bill that shows up in the mail. No, thank you. Can I get some grain for my Mustang at DNA? What's he talking about? That's nice, but what's the best flavor coffee? I work more than 40 hours. I can afford it. I like it. I like their Colombian medium. It's awesome. Hey, yo. How much are you selling your 18 for? I don't have an 18, but sick. Look, if I was to sell my car outright, $35,000. ESS, motor less than 6,000 miles on it, bend caliber stage 3, RXT clutch, Barton shifter, base interior, but it's a performance package car. Downshift rev match works fine. You're going to get a pump gas tune and get the fuck out of my life. No engage, stock drive shaft, stock axles, GT500 wheels, and decent tires. 35,000 is a nice number. Socio Alex with that XXX. Does email work? We actually take in modded vehicles quite frequently. Yes, ydbtforlife@gmail.com. And Chapa, we'll see what the deal is. I'm dead serious. If I end up with a GT350, first of all, it's super irresponsible because I just sold my truck. But if I want new content, 350 is the way to go. David Jaffrey says, your thoughts. What if Carroll Shelby was souping up GMs in Mopar and he'd say, with the great enthusiasm, we're blowing Mustangs off in the weeds? What's a refund? My couch does not touch the wall. There's a difference in the people that have already started filing taxes and the ones that wait until the deadline. They'll never understand. Exactly. You think I'm going to file my taxes in January? Motherfucker, late April. You need to get these N10R80 guys in manual mode for their YouTube. They can't click and watch and gently nudge the mouse up to like the button. And you know, I was poor when I seen a Cobra in the driveway. Get that O-block exhaust for the built-in pop tune. Sorry, I thought this was a horse channel. TJ, are you going to buy anything? $100,000? Put a 1 in the chat. Who is about to spend $1,000 buying anything? And I will just randomly see who can get $100 off DNA High Performance. If you're going to buy anything that's an injector, wheels and tires, drive shaft, gears, whatever, if you're going to buy anything in the next month or so, over $1,000, and I can entice you to do it for DNAHighPerformance.com, you will get $100 off. So we got Great Escape, potential 40-hour. I love potential 40-hour week. So let's do that. Potential 40-hour week. You're the guy. You get $100 off of the potential $1,000 purchase at DNA High Performance. DNA High Performance, do me a favor. Let's get potential 40-hour week hooked up with a little discount code so you can get $100 off. You guys have to talk it out. You guys have to get together, email each other. So DNA High Performance, talk to potential 40-hour week, and get that $100 discount going. Okay, let's finish it up. This one I'm going to have to take in on my own because PMAS, I'm going to have to get your email or something so that you can get a $50 off a $150 and up order. Now, PMAS sells filters. PMAS sells sensors. That's right. If you have a car that's making big boy power and you need like a high resolution sensor, they're over $150. So if anything, you want $50 off of a sensor or $50 off of a cold air intake, now's your chance to make me laugh or say something funny, and I'll try to get you that. So now we're doing the PMAS giveaway. God damn it. Coffee, cookies, $100 off DNA, and $50 off of $150 and up from PMAS. I'm an LS guy. Is there anything there for me? PMAS? I don't know if PMAS sells anything for you LS guys. You guys do the RotoFab shit. Like you constantly do the RotoFab shit. Oh, I got a long email here. Mustang docking. What is happening? DNA High Performance says email us 40. So EA 40, potential 40-hour week, email DNA High Performance, DNAHighperformance.com. Yeah, you have time to email them because you only work 40 hours a week. Now, I wish this is PO 39 a week. Bitch, I'm late. 40-hour week, make sure you stack discounts. Yeah, please don't do that. Please don't stack the discount. Do they have a Bustelo option? We have a Gen 5 Camaro kit. Hey, Nick James in the house. Thank you very much. So, the guy that asked if they have anything for your Camaro, which is, what the fuck's his name? It was like something gay. The green RCSB. So the green RCSB, they do have LS stuff. Does PMAS discount come with the Trompeta intake? Got a PMAS fender well intake, and I didn't realize how big that motherfucker is. It is massive. If I affirm, do I still get the discount? You know what? Nick James, what if he buys something with Affirm? Does he get $50? And do you take advanced loans from Jackson Hewitt? Has Cooper mentioned you when he'll upload your podcast? It's probably going to be Thursday. I don't know. Like, it's funny. He's a funny character. Like, I said, hey, I'd come on your show. He goes, come down. Gave me his address. I came down. Did talk for 3 hours. I left. I haven't heard shit from him. I thought we had a really good conversation, but I don't think we're like boys and shit. But, you could tell that he walks to a different beat. He's his own dude. So, yeah, I haven't heard shit. I like not a goddamn thing. Ross didn't take his trash looking to upgrade. DNA, we carry tons of brands. There you go. I don't give a fuck. So Nick James says, I don't give a fuck if you affirm the shit. Ross didn't take his trash looking to upgrade. Puerto Tan Rico. If you are going to buy something from PMAS, you get $50 off. So Puerto Tan Rico, do me a favor. Hit me up, ydbtforlife@gmail.com, and get me your information. And you have to verify who you are. Puerto Tan Rico. So it means like the port is super rich. So Puerto Tan Rico, if you're going to upgrade from your Roush and you're going to get a PMAS or something, hit me up, ydbtforlife@gmail.com. I'll get your email and information and I'll forward it to Nick, and then you guys can work it out. So all the giveaways are done. Puerto Tan Rico, we gave away coffee, we gave away DNA High Performance to potential 40-hour week, and we gave away some cookies and coffee, the whole 9 yards, so we're done with that. That was quick and easy. Less than 10 minutes. I've given away probably $400 worth of shit. Badass stuff. Ross didn't take his charge. Got it. Alex, you should hear there's a song about Camaros and Rascal Flats, and you might find it funny. I'll defend you against AED for a PMAS. Too late, but hey, there's always next week. Guys, every Tuesday is going to be a giveaway, okay? Whether it's cookies, coffee, and if PMAS wants to keep this going to get some traffic going, and if DNA High Performance wants to keep it going, Tuesday is your day to be eligible to win something. And that's the nicest thing that these guys can do to show the appreciation of this channel and for the members, because these are members-only chats. The only chat that is not members-only, it is subscriber-only chat on Peasant Chat Sunday. PayPal, pay for 4, coming in hot. PS says, Nick James, I will throw in the race filter too. So if you're going to, Puerto Tan Rico, if you're going to buy the PMAS cold air intake from him, he'll give you for free a race version of that, which is basically a mesh screen. That's all it does. I needed like 7% more fuel when I put the race filter on. So it's definitely flowing more air. I'll be buying some parts from when I'm home from my outage in a few weeks. If someone needs $100 off now, then I'm cool with giving it to someone. I just want to be fair on this chat. Your call, Alex. It's your call. It is your $100 off. If you want to get with DNA, I am out of it. This is why I hate giveaways that I have to handle. So potential 40-hour week. If you want to contact someone on the chat, if you want to get with don't make it difficult. It's $100 off. Get with DNA, get with the right people, make it work. I can't be involved. I just gave it away to you, so now it is yours to do with whatever you wish. Don't post it on the chat. Fucking find somebody and give them the discount. You got a DNA. Click the LS tab. They'll sell oil dry. They sell oil dry? Hopefully I'll get my tax return Tuesday. Wait, I don't have to buy a Red Sox hat to win. Arabian Mexican is now Puerto Rican. Waiting on Parts Farm to give something away on discount. Need something for my peasant Gen 1. So Joe Mendoza, if you type in YDBT on the checkout, you get a discount on the Parts Farm. So partsfarm.com YDBT at checkout, then you get some discount. I don't even know this guy, but for someone who only works 40 hours, I like him. Exactly. So today we talked about Ford fucking you dry and not even giving you the courtesy of spitting on their dick before they fuck Bronco owners who have waited 2 years for their order. And they said, oh yeah, we're going to give you a $2,500 credit to buy any other piece of shit, or you can get your $100 deposit back. You know what blows my mind is Tesla. Teslas have been doing this forever and people don't care. There are still people to this day, I got to find it. Deontay Wilder, to this day.
You said that your people don't sit up here and try to bait. And I say these things understood, man. Go further. Don't everybody believe in Google? You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I dare you to.
Wait, how dare you? Wait, hold on. To this day,
he's fighting people. You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day. To this day.
Till this day.
To this day.
Till this day. People still have Teslas on order. Roadsters. Fucking 4 years ago they put 500 down. That bitch still hasn't got. To this day. Nothing.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
I know what I know what you're talking about.
To this day.
Wait, Deontay, relax.
You know we've been fighting.
Look. I put 500 down on the Tesla. I'm sorry.
He's fighting people.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just want the Roadster.
You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day.
Yeah, 400. I know. $400 I gave for the Roadster, and I still haven't heard shit.
To this day.
Till this day.
To this day.
Oh, I love Deontay Wilder. I got to put that on the soundboard. I got to put that shit on the soundboard. Ice Cube said it best. No Vaseline. I have coffee and my cookies are getting here Thursday. Take that giveaway. This needs to be the next sound clip. Since you're from Massachusetts, what's the biggest sports rivalry in your opinion? Lakers versus Yankees, Red Sox. There is no other rivalry that fucking matters in Massachusetts than Yankees Red Sox. I wore a Yankees sucks shirt after they won the World Series and they beat the Yankees when they were down 0-3 and they won the World Series against the Cardinals that year. I almost got into fist fights every fucking day because I wore a Yankees suck shirt. I went to the bank and the woman's like, I'm a Yankees fan. I don't give a fuck. Give my money. So Yankees Red Sox is by far the biggest rivalry up there. Skip to the video. Sounds like GTA NPCs. Right, exactly. Like if you're walking around the neighborhood where the green gang is like, and it sounds
about,
like...
man, you know what I dare you to say. Don't everybody believe in Google by that. I ain't got to go. Know what I dare you to sit. Radio right here. Don't everybody believe. I don't know what I'm talking about. Go look up the history. Oh,
so I just want you to explain fighting for 400 years.
Man, your peoples too. You know we've been fighting. You know what I'm talking about. To this day.
It does. It does sound like you're walking around Grand Theft Auto just trying to kill a medic. Grand Theft Auto video game. Relax, YouTube. Holy shit. A Cybertruck. Yeah, still waiting on my Elon internet. Right. Absolutely. Sox and Yankees. Yankees Red Sox back in 99-04 was just when Pedro Martinez was throwing at everyone's head back in the day, back when he used to throw 97 and then a fucking 72 mile an hour changeup with the same arm speed. Peak Pedro was when the Red Sox sucked. And he would nail people from Tampa Bay. He'd beat them in the head and shit. He was a mean pitcher. And when he faced the Yankees and that whole Jorge Posada thing popped off, and he's like, I hit you in the head. Brother, I hit you in the head, man. I don't give a fuck. And you gonna go in the head, I hit you in the head. And now he's like the nicest guy ever. AED equals Yankee fans, Grove Street family for life. Y'all don't believe in Google? Exactly. Canadians and Bruins are a good one online. Absolutely. 60 Series John says, hello. Now the MLB is a joke. So I grew up in the era that teams didn't like each other. You would fight each other. And now teams, like, no offense, I mean, everyone's a millionaire, right? So they're not going to, like, actually fight. But I grew up in the era where they actually did not like each other. And then mid-20s, late 30s, people started like hanging out with each other in the off season. You heard that Alex Rodriguez is hanging out with David Ortiz, Manny Ramirez is hanging out with, like Yankees, and I'm like, it's all bullshit. Like, I love the gang mentality when it's like me against you, fuck you. And people in Boston were that way too. But now it's like all chummy and shit. You high five each other. The fuck out of here. Dancing, all up in the record. Pedro and Wakefield were my favorite pitchers. I still have my 04 Sox Series MLB cards. The knuckle was vicious. What's the greatest moment in baseball? For me, for Alejandro Flores, you're going to laugh your ass off. It was probably 1990, and the Red Sox were in the playoffs. And I think in order to advance to the ALCS, or maybe the wild card, I'm not 100%, the Red Sox were playing, I forget who, but I remember the play. It was when Tom Brunansky, right fielder for the Red Sox, made a sliding catch before HD cameras were a thing, and no one really knew if he caught it or not. But I was a kid, and that memory is burned in my brain as like one of the better Red Sox. That's when I really started giving a shit about the Red Sox, and I was a young kid, and Tom Brunansky made this catch. I forget the year. Let me see if I Google it, because we got some time. Tom Brunansky catch. Oh, there it is. It's what year? 1990. October 3rd, 1990 versus the Minnesota Twins. No, wait. No, not. Wait, who? Let me see who caught it. Let me see. Facebook. Oh my God. Why is there no sound? Because it's Facebook. So it's October 3rd, 1990, and they're playing. Who the fuck are they playing? Who are they playing?
The champions. Line down the right field line, hooking toward the corner. Brunansky.
Oh my God, I get chills because it was 1990. I was a very young kid when it happened, and look at the people just reacting. I'll put it on the chat so you guys can see it. Wow, this is so cool. That's so cool. I mean, I'm old, so half of you like, I wasn't born back then. WNBA is where it's at. Ah, shit. Hate to say it, but breaking the game, the curse of Bambino was huge. Team slides third base at home play. Still really me damn it. The greatest moment would be when they let Pete Rose back in. Yeah, look. I'll talk baseball for the last couple minutes. I think it's such horse shit that they don't allow Barry Bonds, McGuire, Clemens, the steroid era guys to get in. This is why. I think if you were the best in your era, you should be recognized for that. What was so special about Pedro Martinez was the fact that he was so dominant in that era. Just look up the 99 All-Star game, what he did to the three most Billy badass motherfuckers of all time. Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa. He darn near broke his shoulder striking them out. So if you're gonna negate Bonds, McGuire, and Sosa then from the Hall of Fame, then you should remove them from the record books. There is no better hitter in the history of baseball, and I'll say this 8,000 times, than Barry motherfucking Bonds. So the fact that he isn't allowed to be in the Hall of Fame because the writers thought he was cheating, you still got to hit the ball. I could take a truckload worth of steroids right now, and I cannot hit a 97 mile an hour fucking cutter on my hands into the fucking drink in San Francisco. Not even close. So how do you guys know the guys back then weren't doing dumb shit? How do you know in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, 60s, 70s, that these guys weren't, sniffing some shit to get out there and actually, because you know how hard it is to play baseball 160 plus times a year? Fuck that. So I'm blown away that they don't allow those guys in. Pete Rose bet on baseball. Awful. It sucks. Newsflash, motherfucker. Everyone bets. So if you're going to penalize him for betting on baseball, then you better penalize guys that use sticky stuff on the baseballs to get a better grip, to get a better curveball, to get a better slider, to get a better fastball, because they weren't checking that stuff way back in the day. Now they're actually basically frisking you before you go in between innings to make sure that you don't have glue on your shit. Maris was the clean hitter to hit 61. How do you know that? How do you know that? No offense to Yankee fans. How do you know he was clean? Were you fucking taking his piss and testing it out? Foolish Baseball has a great video on Pedro. Man was scary. Everyone's on steroids. Right. There is no better era than the steroid era. Jose Canseco looked like the fucking Silver Surfer. I remember one of his home runs. And the way he looked, I went, Jesus Christ, they should bring this fucking...
Here's Jose Canseco.
Look at how this guy... Bro, this guy was mad geek. Like look at this motherfucker. How do you get rid of this? Look, could you imagine facing this 6 foot fucking 200 and, I don't know, 40 pound son of a bitch? And he hits it to, I don't know, I think he hit it to like, to your mom's house.
Muscular. Whoa. Wow.
Yeah. Look at this guy. He didn't even fucking move. So Mark McGwire was a big juice head also. And people were like, oh, no, he's all natural. What the fuck? Look at this guy. This was the best era in baseball. Now, who do you guys think was juicing and never got caught? Who do you guys think was juicing and never got caught? Jeff Bagwell? Right? Was it Brady from the Orioles who hit 51 home runs? And it's the center fielder? Igor Gonzalez, the baseball player from Puerto Rico, juicing like a motherfucker. So those guys never got caught. Ken Caminiti. Remember Ken Caminiti? I mean, everyone was juicing back then. So you can't say Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire and Clemens can't get in because of juice, because they were the best of the juicers. Stop it. Exactly. Everyone is still juicing. There's just better stuff. There's just better stuff. Stop it. I was a sophomore in high school in 1990. I'm old. They were just mad Barry Bonds came out of spring training camp in the 90s one year looking swole as fuck. Attitude Era was the best. They were all on steroids. Most entertaining baseball I ever watched was the steroid era. Now, when a guy hits a 410-foot home run, you go, wow, guys were hitting 520-foot home runs. The Mark McGwire home run in Seattle versus Randy Johnson, I think is still going. I think Albert Pujols was juicing back in his day because his drop-off was ridiculous. Anyone that had a huge spike in performance and then dropped the fuck off, I go, juicing. Wade Boggs drank 70 beers on the cross-country flight. Juiced. Frank Thomas didn't do roids, just takes Nugenics. Mark Wire was way bigger than that guy. His forearms were bigger than my head. Mr. 3000. Trend thing is possible. Damn, Drunk Pollock. You are not only a trend joke, but made it an actual pun. Very, very good. I missed those days before my dad ran away, says Ignacio Ramirez. He would have won the cookies with that comment. Joe Rogan is on steroids. He's open about it. He literally says everyone that plays sports is at a high level is on something. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. Today we talked about the Bronco orders not being fulfilled because Ford is busy saying, hey, Elon Musk, our shitty truck is better than yours. And they're not actually getting the rooftop cover thing. And now you are out your order. Or at least you gotta get the Sasquatch package and the bent dick package, the big bent dick package, or the Sasquatch package, because we can't get this roof that's the same color of the truck because I don't know, we put it in our order banks, but we're not going to actually fulfill those orders. So $100 back if you want your deposit back, or $2,500 off anything else. What a fucking shit show. All right, I'm out of here. So I'll be back on Thursday, YDBT Daily, for about an hour. We'll do that. I will upload this episode tomorrow on Spotify. Tomorrow morning on Spotify, you'll be able to hear me. And then the next day, I'm going to probably upload 10 old reverse chronological order episodes just to keep filling that podcast up with all of my backups. So you'll have somewhere to have 5 years worth of live streams one day. So if you're ever bored, you can just plop on, listen to a live stream, listen to me talk shit and bore the shit out of you or entertain you for a little while on your Spotify, Podbean, or your favorite streaming service that you have. All right, guys, I'm out of here. YDBT Daily coming up on Thursday. And then we're going to be peasant chatting it up Sunday morning. And I'll upload as many as I can on the streaming devices when time allows. I'll be doing that for the dating channel also. So be on the lookout for dating channel live streams. I'm going to try to crowbar some of those in to keep getting after it and keep providing content for the podcast. Have a good rest of your day. See you guys Thursday for a YDBT Daily. Bye.